or whatever. Brought to you by Rain Total Body Fuel. It reduces fatigue, it says here, or reduced. Got all these vitamin B12s. I like it because it looks like Merit, M, with a king, and Rain, and Total. It's good advertising. Also, Entenmann's cheese Danish. For when you're on the thing and just waiting. Normally I feed the birds, but this is like, 9 o'clock in Times Square, and there's a lot of busy. If you go look at that line. It's like Joe's Pizza goes all the way around the block, you know? So if you're a pizza aficionado like me, personally, I would rather get a dollar pizza pie for 12 bucks than wait like hours. Why would you wait an hour for food? You're not that hungry. You just want to be seen. Catch me waiting like that. You're going to tell me they have a system for the greatest pizza of all time? For 12 bucks, I have the same. It's almost as good. Not that I do anything in this lifetime other than wait for our Lord Jesus Christ. That's Kuya. Somehow he has power even in the evening. Any like source of light is my older brother. You see what I mean? Like that. Like, hey. You know? Commerce moves forward. I saw all these Marines walking around too. I thought they would do like, with the full dress. But they probably have all their Marine weapons in a locker or something. I don't know. So, you should all, if you ever come into my stream, you should go to Sky Guy 1230. He's a very good gamer and entertain all of you. He's got pretty good setup. I think he has like a 6-foot jumbotron, and then he lives with his parents, and he just got a job or something. I think at a hotel. So it's gonna be like 4 rooms with that guy. I forgot his name. I watched that movie by Quentin Tarantino. I haven't done much things. Hold on, I have another call. Boop. Hello, how are you? Yes. All of these things are working. Yes. We attack at dawn, brothers. Hi. Hello, Andres Flores. Hello, Vern Brandon. Most times, today I forgive all of you. You want me to shout you out? Happy birthday. Hello. Happy graduation. Who does? Jesus? Have you seen Jesus? If you found Jesus Christ at all, it's your turn to hide. You know the rules are hide and seek. He's very good at invisibility. Couldn't find him at all. They say Jesus is within you. I looked within me. He's not within me. He's within all of you. If Jesus was within me, I could do miracles. Hey, I'm going to throw fire. Look at this. No, God loves me, actually. I've loved God so much, I have to force him to love me. Right. Oh, here come all the Muslims. Let's look at your statement, okay? Nothing else. Is all that true? Say that again. You ever crack your back and you just say, ah? Can we all say ah instead of O? A-H, ah. It's a very nice sound. When you're resting on your bed, and it's like, Jesus is only a prophet of God, nothing else. But you're lying in your comfortable bed, and all you have to say is, ah. La, 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 la. Here's my very good friend, Summer, Jacob Mullins. Jacob, just start timing out people. Show them the fear of God, please. They have no fear of God at all. They just go in, oh, do you know Jesus is just a prophet? Do you know Jacob Mullins is just a guy who can time all you out? Just do it, dude. Flex on them. They know nothing of the power of God. You would think this is like, wow, a mod in a shitty stream. It's just a harbinger of all the things to come. If you can't repeat your statement before Your Honor, Jacob Mullins, a judge, well, then your testimony is false. You are practicing takia, mischief, falsehood, misinformation. That's right. He will, instead of timing all of you out, he will find you where you're sleeping and remove your liver tonight. Good idea, Mullins. As a reward, I'm going to show you the reward. You know, see, I'm looking at this thing. I'm looking at that. They just walk by me. No, you don't. See, you wish to demean him. For example, I've heard Muslims ask, "You believe Jesus is God, but he took a poop. How can anybody who is God take a poop?" Other Christians and Catholics, he drank milk, right? So which nipple did he prefer, left or right? That's insulting. Oh, you did? Really? How about a year's supply of chipmunks to grab? Do not underestimate me. I'm literally Satan, okay? I'm not actually Satan, but I'm up there. Did you fry him and decapitate him and then eat him and film the whole thing? Cuz I know you're on Instagram. I want to see this footage, Mod. No, I'm not even Christian. I'm Catholic. Do you know the difference? My Muslim friend. It's like the difference between Sunni and Shiite. You guys argue about that doctrine all the time. Which one is the first Muslim? You see all those biker gang people? Yeah, they'd argue religion. It's like, I have a bike and you don't have a bike. You either get out of their way or get run over. It's hard to argue with somebody with superior hardware. Just like, dude, you're in a chicken outfit and you believe there's Illuminati. We're going to tase you now. Calm the fuck down. Yeah, you know. Why wouldn't you know? You know anything about Christianity at all? That's interesting to me. The Federal Bureau of Interesting Facts. Do you know anything? Adam was the first Muslim. You sure, bro? Summer, man, stop trying to make me laugh. The thing with all busters, you are like professional comedians. When it gets too intense about religion, it's like, you say something. Everyone does it. Now you're breaking me. You're supposed to be like a mod, not a detractor, 100% sure? Okay, so do you know about binary systems, base 2? Because you have to be 100% sure about all things before you can be 100% sure about the first Muslim. So, do you understand binary systems? Please say so. I'd love to debate you on all of this, but first we have to establish a common ground. I'm going to assume you're extremely intelligent and you can lie. Okay, even if you don't know binary, you know somebody who does. You can consult with them, your mom, your dad, your son, your daughter. It has to be a community thing. So how can you be sure when your English is very weak? A deity, a god, a religion is based on the followers. So if you're strong in your native language, let's say Arabic, Shukran Isa. My Arabic is very weak. Do you know what I just said? You can tell us all what I just said, right? Now, I know the Saudi Arabians have unified Islam. You're supposed to say the 100 names of God in a 100 beat or something. You're supposed to say Allah. But I don't know the other 99 names. Maybe you can tell me. Oh, you don't? Yet you assume that you know better than all the Arabics. What if an Arab tells you, I did some research and actually Adam was not the first Muslim, just to mess with you. So, before you teach Christians, you got to teach Muslims that you're better than all of them. Sorry, pal. That's what I do. I assert that I'm the greatest Catholic of all time. Not a problem. Nobody challenges me on that. Nobody cares, actually. Okay, so tell me. Let's learn Urdu. I don't know how to speak Urdu. How do you say I abdicate all my power to you, Nate Mendez, in Urdu? Please educate me, since you're so good in Urdu. That's why I don't claim supremacy or anything, because somebody will always give me a gotcha. Not you. You have to answer vaguely if you're practicing taqiyya. I don't know, and neither do you. Okay? How do you say not you in Urdu? You gotta have some insults, right? You can add not you, you goat fucker, but the main thing is not you. It's like, who has a gun? Not me. I'm here with the fine law enforcement of the NYPD. Job well done. I always say that out loud. What doubt? I doubt nothing. Catholicism is the greatest religion of all time. There is no doubt. You guys are second place. You never will defeat all the other Catholics. That's no doubt in my mind. Even if you are in Urdu, you cannot preach to me your religion without, speaking in English. I asked you a favor. Teach me in Urdu how to say, I abdicate all my power to you, Nate Mendez. Looks like you're the one with the doubt, you know? If you can't speak in the religion or the language that your mom taught you, Urdu, hypothetically, you can abdicate power. You're afraid. Why? When you are with your deity, you are never afraid. You can say all the things because it's your deity speaking through you. You have no responsibility or even accountability in all that. But your English is very weak. If you were in some other streamer's thing, you'd have to resort to violence to win, not words. You see Summer? Summer gets to talk all day around me. He's my mod. He has to speak his mind because his God speaks through him. His God speaks to my God. Maybe the same God, maybe different, but there's a conversation. Right, Summer? Okay. All I see are squiggles. You could have called my mom a goat. How do you say it in English letters, let's say? Very good. I can't copy and paste that, and I don't think Summer can. So maybe you can do me a favor and translate that Urdu into some sounds approximated by English letters. That way I can kind of sound it out. I know a couple of Muslims who's like, I'm going to teach you this and that, but they're causing me to say Islamic spells. And the first 6 million times I fell for it, then I learned all of it. You know. Do you believe in jinn at all? It's she, her, by the way. All right, bro. Okay, Summer. You want to be a hard ass? You drive a hard bargain, you dumb bitch. Okay? Far beyond she, her is dumb bitch. You're going to tell me all the dumb bitch statements, and I will just shut the fuck up. How about that? Please speak, because I can speak dumb bitch too. It's the same as fucking Urdu. Okay? She, her to me means sister. I've had a bratty little sister. These pronouns is the same shit. Okay? If you want to be my bratty little sister, take a number. I got like basically the owner and inventor of fucking Google as my bratty little sister. I've been bullied and nagged more by her insistence that I am the youngest and I get all the cool toys. Fine, fuck you, whatever. You want to be a brat? You get to speak about Summer Mullins, she, her, trans rights for 93 fucking hours. I abdicate this stream to you. I dedicate all of my future things to Jacob Mullins. I'm gonna rename this the Jacob Mullins Experience. Where's the Urdu guy? You still here? This is what Catholics, Christians, and agnostics, atheists talk about. You guys have imams. You guys have fucking caliphs. You guys have rules. Here in America is the fucking Wild West. You have insolent people who say, it's actually she, her. Fine. But they will never say, I'm a dumb bitch. Just like you can't say in Urdu, I abdicate all my power to you, Nate Mendez. I invariably find the one thing that all the people who argue with me can't say. I hate it. Especially when it's my friend, hey, look, it's Summer, and I know for a fact he'll never, or she will never say, I'm a dumb bitch, Nate. Go ahead, say that. You do, but you insult Jesus. How is that love, my friend? If I called your mother a dumb whore, but said I love you anyway, too bad about your dumb whore mother. I have footage of her nailing 50 guys. It's something you should know about your mother. Does that mean that I love you? More like I want to hurt you. You got to understand, when you strike at the head of household of anybody, you're hurting all their children too. Your love statement is tainted, corrupted. If you don't respect the head of household, you don't respect the household and the family. We'll accept that. Why you make me laugh? You know, your debasement is far higher than mine, Summer. You're you're a fucking twat. I'm running out of sexist terms to call you. You're a fucking horse, all right? You horse face cunt, all right? Not you, not you, not you. This one, this one. You got me in trouble. The lady was like, are you talking to me? No, 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 not you. And she laughed about it. One, she doesn't even have a horse face. Two, horse is my highest rank of all time, next to Pixie, who is my bratty little sister. But a good horse, a good steed, will just run you over and it's like, maybe you want to contribute to the battle. Nah, have a great time. Trample them. You see 100 dead Egyptians? Kill them. Go ahead. I'll be next. Right, I'm a snake. You're a horse. Like the Hague? Yeah, be like that. You want it? Yes, you are. Okay? So, meanwhile, bro, we don't understand English, but bro, we love Christians and Jews. We believe on some holy books. You do. I can insult, like, Jacob Mullins' mother and father. You've been holding him back all his life, or her life, by calling him, Jacob. He wants to be known as the dumbest bitch alive, and he won't call him that. I just did, though. Not on my account. Well, what do you want to be? You can't be horse and snake. What are you, some sort of horse-snake hybrid? What do you call yourself? A Mullins? I can make that happen. You remind me of my little brother. He wants it all. And my mom told me, when you cut the cake and you have the knife, the smaller half is yours. I'm going to push over this. Sing along with the snores. I'm sorry. I'm laughing like a goon right now. Or a hake. In white supremacy, there's a guy named Hake. Look him up in the Alex Jones show. Hake's mad funny, too. You want to be that guy? If you watch, what do you call that? The one with Chris Pratt. Shit, what the hell was that? Not Arrested Development, but, the one where, like, Pawnee, Indiana. I forgot already. But anyway, there's, like, Ron Swanson, and he meets his counterpart. You are the exact opposite of Hake, but you guys think along the same rails. True. I'm softer than a marshmallow. By design. I do all this for the laughs. What's your excuse, Mullins? You want to be a snores. How can I take you seriously after I've watched all episodes of Snorks? Sing along with the snorts. And then if you're a Norseman, like, what's a snores? You like s'mores? For an Aryan, you're ridiculous, dude. And you're my mod. You're worse than Mavis. Maybe you're the new forehead. I don't know. I've never seen you banner like this. I've seen you in Wefu, and you're just like, yeah, Norm's talking, and Joe, and Carrie. Yep. So bored about all this. Meanwhile, I'm going to show you romance right now. You see these two sailors, and then it's going to be like kissy wissy. New York is the place of romance. Maybe later though, because you can't be publicly thingy. One, you can't even capitalize Jesus. Two, you call him Jesus like you're his best friend. He's Jesus Christ. Oh no, I'll give you one. I'll give you one. No problem. Here you go. Enjoy. All the best. Yes, yes. Look at you. Just stay with Adil, with your six periods. You can't even capitalize, and yet your name is capitalized JSA. You think yourself higher than Jesus because you capitalize your name A, if that's your real name. I know you're able to capitalize things, but when it comes to Jesus and Christianity, you will capitalize Christianity, but not Jesus. Ever wonder? Isn't that odd? I think that's odd. So I'm just gonna do this. Select more photos, keep current selection. You know. Hmm. And then I'm gonna show you a picture of Jesus. Right? Now, do you see how his heart is on fire? You're his best friend? So you're not scared of saying, Cor Jesus Sacratissimum Miserere Nobis? It's just words, right? Just words. Just like not capitalizing Jesus. You can write anything you want. If you're in the part of the fastest growing religion and you can call him just a prophet, then the words of the prophet can be repeated by you. And we have no problem at all. Isa, yeah, sure. Right? Peace be upon him. Right? What falls on people? Do you know what stoning is at all? If you look at the word rocks and peace, they don't share any letters at all. But you can say peace be upon him and think rocks be upon him. And he can see your heart. He has a sacred heart. You see his heart with the crown of thorns on fire with the cross? Jinn are made of fire. Did you know that? Night of the Jinn. And when your prophet Muhammad drew a line and says, test me, test my power, cross this line, Jinn, and all these Jinn became Muslim because something bad happened to them. Do you want to be that kind of Jinn? This is the line. It says here. You see my finger? That's the line I want you to say in my chat. When you say this or not say this, if you don't say it, I know you're a Muslim, the jinn will tear your soul apart. Say this and they won't. The angels will tear your soul apart. It's up to you. So, at least you capitalize maybe Isa. Very good. Very good. By Isa, you shall all be judged. If you believe that he's just a prophet, he cannot save you from all the jinn of Allah. He'll just say, too bad, you're not Muslim enough. You don't give him any power to save you. That's fine. You are destroying your own case. You don't make yourself better by insulting Jesus. Believe me. Tell that to all your imams. The more you destroy, you will be destroyed by the same mechanism. That's what Jesus taught. Shut up, Summer. You're not supposed to make me laugh. See, Summer knows Jesus better than me. He can just go up and like, dude, How did you do your eyeliner like that? Well, I am the son of God. I could be super cute with a scepter. It's hard to do this. When one's hostile and one's friendly, you're double teaming me. So I lean towards Mullins like, come on, man. He's just breaking the dramatic tension, which is what the bust is all about, you know? He's just so unimpressed by all this. When do we do crusades? Never. We never will do all the crusades, Summer. I'm sorry. You were born in the wrong time. I know. Mine hit. Look, am I shaking? Me too. That's why I call you serial killer. You're just chomping the bit. Let's just kill him and then move on to the next planet. Hold on. All right? Why? It's like, I just want to just rip their hearts out. Well, wait a second, dude. Let me finish interrogating the Muslim. You know, I know a lot of Muslim people. Tell me all about your understanding of Allah and Isa and stuff, you know? And usually they can't repeat a simple thing. This is a word, a phrase in Latin in praise of who you call Isa, who I know is Jesus Christ. Cor Jesus Sacratissimum miserere nobis. Now, I can't speak Urdu, and apparently you can't speak Latin. So we're in an impasse here. You know? So what they usually do, like FBI interrogators, well, you're just going to close the books and report this to the supervisor, and then that's their problem. Good, good, good. My point is to talk to all the leaders of Islam and ask them to just say this one line. Is it? So, do you have a driver's license? How do you get your paycheck? Or your parents get their paycheck? How do they know some imposter hasn't done it? Are you using a phone right now? You know what's insulting? Having a phone and not turning the camera on. You know, it's like if you saw your fellow Muslim neighbor and you saw a wolf enter their basement, but you didn't take a camera footage of it and you said, you have a problem, and then leave it at that. You're not really a neighbor or even part of the community. You just want to see your neighbor fall. So, what's more insulting? Letting your neighbor die or taking a picture? Tell me this. You know, many Muslim Americans are here in New York. They don't speak the English, but they learn after they do the first violation. You know, they're gonna knock, hey, a neighbor of yours was eaten alive by a wolf and their family is slaughtered. You know anything about it? Oh no, it's insulting to take pictures. Okay, you don't belong in this community if you don't want to help. Right? Some people rely on an oral testimony. But then, you know, some people are artists. If you don't write anything down, you're going to draw a picture of the person telling the story. And that person becomes the manifestation of Muhammad Allah. So, you know, it's like drawing the eyebrow of your deity. This is basically, we don't know really what Jesus looks like. This is the closest thing. Okay? And I was part of the servants of the Black Nazarene. Right. The base binary is true or false. But there are other base systems. I heard Islam invented a lot of math, but they're not teaching the math to regular people. That's odd, Summer. It's just like going to Cumtown and saying Adam Friedland did all the work. You know? True and false is of Satan. If Satan says to you, this is true and this is false, you going to believe him? I wouldn't. If I said to you, my statement about Adam Friedland is true and we all know it, and Nick Mullen is a jackass and a badly made transsexual and a false friend, would you believe me? You might have seen him in person. It's like, Nate, you never met those three. I know better than you. Oh, an interesting word. What's the last four letters of obstinate? I wish there were more words that end with Jacob. You know? Or Jill, if you want to be a woman. And that's Latin too. Logica obstinate, obstinatus. I think you said this, Cor Jesus Sacratissimum Miserere Nobis. I got Sean to say it, but he's insane. So anyway, my Muslim friend, agree to disagree, and then I'll probably be burning in Muslim hell. That's fine. I don't know what Muslim hell is all about. Maybe you can tell it. I do. I can assert that I'm the greatest Catholic of all time. Can you say that in my chat? Right in my chat, I am the greatest Catholic of all time. What's the harm, right? But you can't. Something is inside you that, like, I can't take accountability for that statement because I'm going to get in trouble. I could screenshot that, show it to your mosque leader or whoever, and then, this guy converted himself into Catholicism. So, when you're in a debate and the opponent makes an assertion, I can do this and you can't do it. Therefore, my truth is stronger than your truth. You understand? You don't understand. Just relay that. My name is Nate Mendez, and say to all your leaders of Islam that I said I am the greatest Catholic of all time. And then make sure you separate yourself as the messenger from the message. Okay? If you don't want to do all these things for me, tell them whatever you want. Lie to your leadership. If you can't say it, you are not a good messenger. I'm sorry. You have no right to teach anybody, even a rock, what Islam is all about, or Christianity. A messenger must faithfully relay all the words of a message, even if it's just 1 + 1 = 2. If you say 1 + 9 = 2, you're not a good messenger. Okay, give it a try. You could say in my chat, I am the greatest Muslim of all time. Fits in your religion. Can you, though? I'm the greatest speaker of Urdu of all time. Some people will challenge you about that. Your mom, your dad, your teachers. It's hard to be the greatest. I'm still alive and live streaming. You're not. When you live stream, I come into your chat, you make demands for me. Just like with Summer, I'm looking forward to makeup tips. Like, do I look good with eyeliner, Summer? Anyway, this is all about you. How was your day, Summer? Tell me all about it. Are you holding hands with your boyfriend? And are you ever going to wear that cowboy hat? Because that looks fabulous on you. Swear to God. You should wear that cowboy hat more. You know? You should live stream on Instagram where it's free and they don't require any 50 subs. You could just do it, start off like I did. And then I met David Sebastian, who is disgraced, but now, I in a way, I kind of met Kanye. I'd love to debate Muhammad. Like, hey, Muhammad, how are all the jinn? Are they all kneeling to you? That's a trend. Oh, right there, buddy. You could argue makeup with that one. But I don't think you have that much junk in the trunk. I think Muhammad sent that lady. She got a compliment, too. Who? Your boyfriend? Slap him. He should, recognize that, you made all these transitions to make him happy. You know what I mean? How's the Omaha Steaks? This Muslim isn't providing me anything about his life. So, all I have left is like trivia about you. How are your feet? Were you wearing heels? Did he notice? Did you get your hair cut? Did he notice? It's all the same with boyfriends. You should consider him husband or Harvard. Trump cut off all funding to Harvard and therefore all husbands. I'm on my own. Is it very important for you to say that? For me to say that? But you're in my stream. All you have to say for me before I say that is I am the greatest Muslim of all time. If you need time to think it over, or have somebody translate it to help you type. Are your fingers all broken? Ask a Jin to help you type that. Please do. Now back to Summer, who is the more interesting person. Jeez. All these Muslims just want you to say one thing, which is basically submission. Sometimes you have to strike. Clearly, you didn't know read the chat because he said, "Don't tell me what to do." Summer is very finicky about people. You know, he doesn't even know you. He doesn't even know me. See you, Summer. You know, I'm going to end this stream and you can practice all of your conversion and forcing people to say words on somebody else. All the best. Okay? Report failure to all your authorities. Bye.